What up, boy? Today, I thought we'd start this episode reminiscing about early 2000s reality shows, where the goal of that show was to find love. Let's take Flavor of Love, for instance. You've got a 3-foot-tall man with a clock on his chain and a Viking helmet on his head. And he really wanted to find love, didn't he? Why else would he sleep with this girl?
Yo, Goldie, I want to know what you would really do if you had time alone with me.
I can show you much better than I can tell you.
And then send her home that very same episode.
Nah, your feelings are really mixed.
Because he loves her.
That's what I'm talking about.
Rock of Love. It has love in the title. A washed-up 80s rock star who can't even grow his own hair can get any woman he wants. He needs the help of a camera crew, $1 million mansion, a game of mud football, and legal obligation from a dozen women to really narrow down his options, so he's really sure he's in it for the love and not just his dong leading the way.
Oh, fuck. She comes out in a third outfit. It is with a ha-ha and a hat.
Yeah, these shows were just washed-up celebrities trying to get their balls wet under the guise of finding love. Nice try, chicken legs. Luckily for us, there was a show in the 2000s that tried to solve this problem, and they failed miserably. Thank God for TV executives who have no sense of reality. Today we're talking about a show called Mr. Personality. When I was doing research for the show, I think I saw Scott Kramer did a video for this show, another YouTuber. I haven't watched it, but I'm sure it's amazing. He makes great videos. The show aired in 2003, or as I like to call it, the golden era of garbage reality shows. And this show tried to break the stereotype of reality shows with washed up celebrities running train on a house full of women. They thought, you know what? Guys are a little too superficial. We're going to have a girl be the center of this show. And just to make sure she's not in it for a good-looking dude with a nice lap hog, we're going to make every guy wear these terrifying masks for the entirety of the show.
What happens when one extraordinary woman, who has only dated men the ordinary way, must pick the love of her life without ever seeing his face?
You get the creepiest dating show ever created.
Before we even get into it, this whole show looks like you took some scary research chemical from your sketchy friend who hasn't stopped selling drugs since high school, and now you're stuck falling in love in this living nightmare. The true foundation of any successful relationship. The show started with 20 dudes masked, and the very first episode immediately eliminated 10 of them.
I think this actually totally sucks. You totally missed an opportunity.
Just long enough to get to know their personality, right? And then she's left with these 10 bozos. I get the idea of the show isn't about looks, but do you really want to be married to those soulless eyes and that hairdo? Guess it's better than Michael, who's running out of hair. Stupid bald people can't even grow their own hair. You expect them to have a good personality?
I've never had a moment in my life where you can ever have too many girls sitting on your lap at one time.
Yeah, okay.
Haley, a 26-year-old single career woman from Atlanta, arrived at an exclusive Malibu mansion to meet her 20 masked suitors for the first time.
They can't tell you their age, occupation, salary, or financial status.
That does seem like a big part of marrying someone, though. Not basing it off looks is one thing, even though it should be. But financial status is a very important thing to know before you marry your life partner. That's not something you should overlook. Hi, my name's Alex. I'm a bit of a family man. I'm a cool guy. I like long walks on the beach. I enjoy a glass of red wine with my steak for dinner. And I jerk off farm animals to pay the bills.
God. Things seem to be going perfect. Cheers. Until alcohol got into the mix. It's a true test to find out what happens when bad alcohol meets good guys. It was like spring break, but with masks.
Cheers! Everybody drink! This is
It was like spring break, but with creepy, horrific terrifying, nightmare-inducing masks. For a show about personalities, you're soon going to find out that the majority of these guys have really shitty personalities. It's like they said, let's get 20 of the worst guys we could find, put them in masks, and have her choose the least shitty personality. Now that's quality television.
You guys want to go to the pool? Yeah! Let's go!
I feel like an Olympic swimmer. Let's go.
Tell the rest of the guys to hurry up with their bikinis and get out here.
Hey, quick, put it up, put it up!
My nipples are hard.
Why are you blurting out
My nipples are hard.
in a hot tub by yourself? Is there any other thought going on in your head? You could have said anything in the entire world, made any observation on what's going on in your general vicinity, and in front of all the guys you're competing with and the girl's heart you're trying to win, you choose
My nipples are hard.
Jesus Christ.
In front of all of the guys, Chris leans in and invites me for a drink inside the house.
Okay.
Chris just kind of showed up and swept her away and left the rest of us hanging.
I'll tell you what, here's a beer if you want one.
Oh.
I didn't like really when Chris pulled her out of the jacuzzi. We never got a really good look at her in her bikini.
That's a creepy thing to say out loud. You know, I'm going to award him 1 creepy-ass weirdo point. And so far, he is in the lead.
Fine.
I totally hope she's my soulmate. How do you not think about something that you want so bad? You look pretty sexy in that.
Oh, thank you.
He said she looks pretty sexy in that. Write that down. Write that down.
When I was with Joseph, I think he really had too much to drink, and he was just going on and on as if I was some gift from God, and he knows nothing about me.
You make my breath fall away every time I see you.
Every time I see you, babe, my breath falls away. What does that mean?
You make my breath fall away every time I see you.
Chris seems to be around a lot, you know, sort of in the shadows and such. I don't know if Chris had been up the stairs the entire time. I was very surprised that he had been up there. I thought it was a little strange.
That is a major red flag. Send that weirdo home right now. 1,000 creepy-ass weirdo points to that fucking weirdo, and he has a commanding lead. And another 1,000 for staring her down as she was going to bed. Ugh. That was just one night. They got drunk, they made her feel creeped out, and now we're moving on to day 2, where they do the same exact thing. This time they're on some sailboat, and they're supposed to have more one-on-one time with her to get to know Haley a little more personally, and they all blow it. I swear to God, it's like watching 4th graders try to flirt.
These things had happened, you know, last night. I wanted to keep an open mind. Hey guys.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you, Jim.
This is just beautiful, man.
There's nothing better than this.
Look at us, we're in these masks.
When I first came up
Sailing
here,
on the Pacific Ocean in these masks. This is freaked out.
Okay, that guy's got to relax. Take a deep breath. Take it down a few notches. It's okay. Oh, and guess what? He doesn't.
here's what I want to know.
What's that?
Why should I fall in love with you?
It really makes me feel uneasy when someone asks me, you know, why should I be with you?
Listen, I'm no master of flirting. I'm actually pretty terrible at it. True story, I once tried to pick up a girl in a bar by telling her that the bracelets on her arm looked heavy. She said, yeah. Slam dunk.
Heating up!
But even I know not to say, why should I fall in love with you? What are you bringing to the table for me?
I would have to find out more about you before I could answer that. I could tell you what I want to offer somebody.
What do you have now? It's just as important to find out if she's compatible with me. It's not going to be a one-way street.
Where does this guy get off? With hair like that? You should be clinging to any girl that will give you the time of day without setting themselves on fire. The only reason you're still in this is because you're wearing a mask. Be grateful for this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity where you might get a girl who doesn't have to see your hair first. Anyways, After that, each guy just kind of takes turns making this poor girl feel super uncomfortable. They really just found the worst personalities for this show about personalities. It's actually kind of genius. Remember the light blue mask whose breath just falls out?
You'd make my breath fall away every time I see you.
He tells Haley she is his soulmate.
I'm trying to find my soulmate. You know, I'm here to find the one girl in my life who I'm going to spend the rest of my life with and compliment, and she just is shining. She's just brilliant. She looks like a princess. She acts like a princess. There's chemistry between us. I think there is. I think she's aware as a soul and as a person. So
he's known her for a total of 3 days, maybe, give or take. He's been drunk 2 of them. And then he tells Dark Blue Mask that he too could be his soulmate.
My feeling is that people can have more than one soulmate. I mean, you're not just a soulmate. You could be my soulmate.
Or it could just be a whole group of people who could be his soulmate.
There's a bunch of different interpretations in my mind of soulmate. I mean, it can be a guy, it can be a girl, it can be a soul connection to a group of people.
Makes no sense whatsoever. 500 points for 0 brains. If that seemed bad, that was nothing compared to Light Green Mask. I don't think I've ever seen somebody crash and burn as hard as this guy trying to flirt with a girl. And I love every second of it.
Here I am.
The worst opening line.
Here I am.
Never open with that.
Hey, Stan. Brian said to be very aggressive, so that's what I'm going to do.
Wow, hey, here
Like
we
it or lump it, we're going to actually pretend. Princess of the Surreal and I on the boat together. This may be a little foreshadowing of the future right here, don't you think?
How about that?
Hey, what'd you think when I was yelling at you last night? Now, I wasn't yelling at you.
I mean, I'm not getting you at all. You know, I'm really not feeling you. I think.
I'm not feeling you, she says. Let's see how he recovers from that doozy.
No, honestly, I appreciate that. I'm glad you're honest with me. Quite honestly, sometimes I've been like this. If I'm on a date, sometimes I get kind of goofy like this. I don't. I'm gonna make. I've done this before too to make. Oh, I won't do that to you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And I understand where you're coming from.
Oh my God, dude. Even I, the great withstander of cringe, have trouble watching that. Sometimes I get goofy like this, you know, I talk really, really fast and I hold you down so you can't get away, and then I'll just let the bright sun into your eyes, because that's just kind of the goofball that I am. I have many other sides though, it's not just my goofy side. Sometimes I can be.
I really wanted to see them, you know, give me a little bit more today, and really just didn't get it from any of them.
Mr. Personality, more like Mr. Person I don't want to see. After the boat ride of nightmares, they have this festive luau back at the mansion with drinks and other ladies. And from here on out, these guys just take L's left and right. It is hard to watch. Stanley in the light green mask, who just dive bombed on the boat, decides to take off his mask and lose the competition because he can't take it anymore.
I've been agonizing over enough. I think that's really what... This is what I'm just gonna have to do.
I have to admit, I was kind of glad when Stanley took off his mask. It was a case where the personality definitely matched the looks.
Ouch, that has gotta hurt. 500 points for taking a fat ass L. Have no fear though, Hairdo is right behind him. He takes one of the luau ladies up to his bedroom to fool around. He takes off the masks and she says this.
When I unmasked, she lit up.
Oh, look at you!
Oh my God.
You're precious.
I had to get away.
Maybe I like the mask.
You get an L. You get an L. And finally, Haley can choose one guy to take down to this dark room where they're supposed to be able to fool around without the mask on. She chooses Baldy, who's been saying this kind of stuff the whole episode.
She's a woman. Women want the man to be the man and make the first move. And I know that, and I'll do that. I was kind of saying to the guys earlier today that, oh, whoever gets to go down in the dark room has to make out with her. When I get one-on-one time with her, I will be the aggressor. I don't have a problem doing that.
He blows it.
I was wondering if this guy was gonna make a move.
Okay.
Thank you for bringing me down.
Yes, I'm glad you came with me.
Thanks for bringing me down here. It was really nice to talk to you in this dark basement and not fool around with you at all. And if that's not bad enough, he was also exposed as a bald man.
Touch my face?
Yeah. I could kind of feel his hair was thinning while touching it in the dark room.
God, I'm starting to feel bad for the guy. What are these feelings I'm feeling? The whole system is breaking down. Personally, I think the masks are pretty pointless. It's really just a gimmick. If none of those guys at that party had masks on and acted the way they did, they would be kicked off regardless of how they look, unless the girl is extremely shallow and has no self-worth. And we all know, when it's a girl looking for love on a show, it's never superficial.
Onyx! Oh my God! I'm drooling at this point. He looks so damn good. This is not fair.
All right, not all the time. But in this case, she seems very sweet and genuine. She doesn't seem like the kind of person that would pick based off looks anyways. So it really just ruins the whole purpose of the show. Unless the purpose of the show was to make the ending fucking hilarious because it shows her falling in love with some guy wearing this dumb looking mask.
I accept your proposal with open arms and an open heart and find myself falling in love with the will.
Him just kneeling there, listening to her pour her heart out while he's wearing this dumb-looking mask is pure gold. Thank God the TV executives were too dumb to realize how stupid this idea was, because otherwise we never would have got this living nightmare of a show. Thank you guys so much for watching another video and watching till the end. I appreciate it. If you guys liked the video, maybe go down below, hit the subscribe, hit the like button, maybe comment. Whatever you want to do, it helps me out. I'm live on Twitch at twitch.tv/longlivespoons. I'm trying to start to stream more regularly, so if that's your sort of thing, come hang out. It's a good time. All right, thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.